Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. In this post, I want to focus on the scene in the movie The Dark Knight Rises, the latest Batman film, which has a very curious gematria for a name title corresponding with Super Bowl 49. I want to look at this scene and then we'll discuss it further. Before we watch the scene, let's go up here. I already wrote out the gematria. Dark Knight with Pythagorean gematria sums to 49. If you add the word rises, Dark Knight rises, it sums to 74. Another special number. In terms of this year's Super Bowl, the Seattle Seahawks were established in the year 74 and then joined the NFL for the 76 season. They're also one of 3 teams with a 33 name, so they're another one of these 3374 connections. Of the 50 states, only one has a gematria of 74. That is Oregon, the 33rd state, and the abbreviation for Oregon is OR, which is 15 plus 18 equals 33. The title The Dark Knight Rises sums to 89, like the word religion, and also like the word fallen angel. So let's watch the scene and then we'll get into it more. Here we go.
Trap, pull everyone out. Bane has been pouring concrete laced with explosives. Where? There's a ring around the tunnels. They're gonna blow it and trap the cops underground. Pull them out. Pull them out now!
That's a lovely, lovely voice.
I want to point out that that character's name with the raspy voice is Bane. Right now, the Speaker of the House is John Boehner, and he also has a raspy voice. Just a thought. True Seekers, I want to point out that these are players from the real Steelers team. Like here's Ben Roethlisberger, the quarterback of the team. There's a film we're going to talk about that came out in the year 1977 called Black Sunday, and in that film they used the real Steelers players as well. This guy who, oh geez, True Seeker, he just went off the screen. He was on the left corner. His name's Hines Ward, number 86. We're going to focus on him, but we'll continue with the video.
Let the games begin.
Notice how this bombing is corresponding perfectly. True Seeker, if you were paying attention, let's just go back ahead because we need to catch that detail. This number 322 is the number for Yale Skull and Bones. At Super Bowl 47, 49ers versus Baltimore Ravens, and notice the person who kicked off the ball was named Ravenstall, which is the same name as the mayor of Pittsburgh at the time this movie came out. That's where that name Ravenstall comes from. But it also connects to Ravens like Baltimore Ravens. In Super Bowl 47, the 49ers, remember Dark Knight equals 49, versus the Ravens, there was a 33-minute blackout. 33 minutes. And this team, the Steelers, that they're showing in this movie was established in the year 33. In NFL history, they have won the most Super Bowls. And their owner is an open Freemason. So I'm just showing how these numbers line up with the movie. 2 Super Bowls ago, since when this movie came out, we had the 33-minute blackout. At last year's Super Bowl, Super Bowl 48, Seahawks versus Denver Broncos, there was a bombing in Yemen at the time of the kickoff. And notice how in this video, Bain hit a button that caused a bombing throughout the city right as they were kicking off. That's exactly like what happened in Yemen last year. Bombing at the same time as kickoff. So, let's pay attention to what else happens in this scene. In this scene, the field and the players actually get hurt. And that guy in section 322. And notice it's number 86 here. 86. Hines Ward, who finished his NFL career, which he played all of with the Steelers, with a career 86 touchdowns. 86 touchdowns career for Hines Ward, who really wore the number 86. What else is up with this number 86, you guys? Deflate gate. Deflate gate in simple English gematria sums to 86. We'll get more into that. But this 86 with Dark Knight equal 49, it's making things more curious for me with my eyes open. Finish watching this scene here. Alright, so we're watching the bridges blow. And what's curious about that is in close proximity to this year's Super Bowl is the Hoover Dam, which had a newly constructed bridge built. And in a recent Toyota ad, that bridge is shown destroyed, like the explosions in the movie. In real life, that bridge is on US Route 93. In the ad, that's a Toyota ad, there's several words, but only 2 are in bold. The word bold itself and the word Camry. Bold is a 33 word, Camry is a 60 word, 33 plus 60 is 93. So in this ad with Route 93 blowing, the words summing to 93 are bolded. Just more of this continual coding that's been coming one after another since this movie came out. And I've done several posts on this, from Beavis and Butthead to Mike Tyson Mysteries to the World Series to more. You know, I've even lost track of all the videos and information. I can't even name it off the top of my head. There's just so much out there. And even this old movie from the year 77 is part of the coding. It released on March 11th, 3/11. Last year we had the 2 Super Bowls hosted by, we had the Super Bowl hosted by 2 states for the first time. The 3rd, New Jersey, and the 11th, New York, in order of statehood. That was the first Super Bowl on the 33rd day of the year. This year it's on the 33rd parallel. It's Super Bowl 49, the product of 7 times 7. This film ran 2 hours and 23 minutes in length, like the flip of 322. It was based on the terrorist group known as Black September. Israel had a war on terror for 2 decades before the United States. It was against Black September. Ours began with just Al-Qaeda. Now there's a bunch of other named groups, all with coded gematria. Last year during the Super Bowl, I noticed this commercial. It was an insurance commercial. It showed devastation all over. And then it went across this home's address after it was fixed up in the end, and I noticed the number 223 on it. And I thought, man, just look at that. Just putting it right in front of our face. Recently, the movie Oblivion came out. Oblivion sums to 44 with Pythagorean gematria. In that movie, Tom Cruise stands in the middle of MetLife Stadium, where last year's Super Bowl, and says that's the site of the last Super Bowl that was ever played. So last year's Super Bowl was in MetLife Stadium. That's interesting. He also was number 49 throughout that whole movie. He was number 49 himself. With regards to this same Batman movie we just watched, it was pointed out early on that the word Aurora was shown in the skyline of Gotham City. On the premiere night, the city of Aurora, Colorado experienced a shooting with the premiere of this same movie. People thought that was curious. Also, on a map in the film, it says Sandy Hook. And previously, in other installments of Batman, that area had never been named Sandy Hook. That was unique to the latest film. And then we had the Sandy Hook school shooting. Also, just look here on this screen. You see the number 47 on the screen. You know how much they like to code that number. 47. There it is. It's just another shot from Oblivion. First Super Bowl in '66. This movie had a lot of curious numerology, gematria going on. Of course, here's last year's Super Bowl. Everyone kind of got the creeps from this. I mean, what was it about? Kids on the stage with like these eerie, bold flashes of prepare. Prepare for what? And also, with regards to this Batman movie where we just watched the clip, I really think this is more than a movie. I think they're trying to give us real information about how it works. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm going to spoil it for you, so you can turn it off right here or skip ahead. But in the movie, you find out that the real boss behind it all is this woman named Miranda. It's not Bane after all, it's Miranda. And she says that she had to change her name to Miranda to get into the League of Shadows or whatever it's called in this movie. And Miranda, of course, is one of these words with 33 gematria. And so often we see world leaders take on 33 names, including Bill Clinton, who was born Bill Blythe, or Ehud Barak, the Prime Minister of Israel while Clinton was president. As in the movie, as in real life. Here's Deflate Gate. I just wanted to show you guys the simple English gematria. It's 46. In the Seahawks win over the Packers, it was number 86 on the Packers who gave the ball back to the Seahawks on the onside kick, and it looked to me like he did it on purpose. And 86, he was wearing 86. The word pyramid's 86, triangle's 86, republic's 86, Las Vegas is 86. We know Las Vegas has a lot of pull on football and sports betting. And here's a look at that player, Brandon Bostic. I should have pulled up the highlight, but this is the guy who gave back the ball, BB. As for 86, some of you guys might be familiar with the term 86th. And I wanted to look up the history of where it came from. And in my research, it was no surprise here. It came from a year 1933. The term 86th came from the year 33. And if you take the time to read this article, there's much more curious numerology and gematria. See how it says it's based on the word nix? The word nix is 14 plus 9 plus 24, which sums to 47. And again, 33, 47, numbers that are often paired together. And if you read the stories, the gematria is curious. Walter Winchell, the man who first used it, sums to 66. Of course, there's this relationship between 33 and 66. Important numbers. 33 times 2 is 66. And you just look at the other key words in the story. The bar name, Chumley, another 33 place. Prohibition ended in the year 33. The word alcohol is 66. I should have wrote that up here. And also, this date in history, 8/6. The people of Hiroshima got 86th with an atomic bomb, if the story is true. Tragedy. Here's a real-life 86ing. And the plane that dropped that was the Enola Gay. So, yeah, Deflate Gate being 86, it's a little bit concerning. Katy Perry, her name equals 49. She'll be doing the halftime show. You can see her on TV wearing 86. And when I think of 86 in Las Vegas, I think of the Luxor, you guys. You ever been there? This is the casino, the Luxor. It's a pyramid. It's got this light that reminds me of the tribute to light. I wonder how many bulbs that's made up of. I should look that up. It's got this thing, an obelisk, like the 555-foot tall obelisk in Washington, D.C., 111 feet underground, making it 666 feet tall in our nation's capital. And one more time, Hines Ward, where we started, that highlight on the field, number 86. There he is, 86 touchdowns for 42nd best all time. What do you know? All right, Truth Seeker. Until next time.